What do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and if you want to know why you're seeing Ymir, Rama, and Changa in a lot of your games since this patch, be sure to hang out to find out why. So today we're going to be going over the 7.5 update final boss. Let's go ahead and jump straight down to the item changes. So the first item change is going to be Jade Emperor's Crown. They're getting an increased cost of 2,100 to 2,150, so not too much of a price increase. They're decreasing the physical protections from 60 to 50, and with Runic Shield, they're doing a similar change. Decrease magical power reduction from 50 to 40, and decrease the HP from 200 to 150. So what the dev said was if you were a physical solo laner going against a magical solo laner and you both built these items, you felt like you weren't going to be able to kill each other. And hopefully these changes will adjust that. And then those are going to be the only item changes this patch. They said that they had a lot of item changes coming for the mid-season patch, and they were going to hold off on a lot of changes until then. So for god changes, let's go ahead and take a look at Artemis. Artemis, they are reworking her ultimate to where it is less buggy and more effective. They're decreasing the warm-up time from 1 second to 0.7 seconds. Increased delay between charges from 0.5 to 0.6. The additional responsiveness from the changes below make this feel similar to its current timing. Added additional effects when spawning to see where Tusky is. Added a warm-up targeter for the initial charge so allies and enemies can see its range and timing. Tusky has gone AI improvements. So they fixed an issue where Tusky would not charge targets at max range. That's a pretty big issue. Fixed an issue where Tusky would ignore targets who were selected in the frontal cone. Fixed an issue where Tusky would freeze between charges for a significant amount of time. And Tusky now better understands when people enter and leave lines of sight. CERNUNNOS is getting a small buff. The Autumn now reduces magical protections in addition to physical protections. And I believe this works for your team. So as CERNUNNOS, you're going to be able to reduce the physical and magical protections while in the Autumn stance. They said that CERNUNNOS is in a very good spot. They didn't really want to change him too much, but they wanted to give him something spicy to mix it up, and hopefully he'll be seen picked more often across game modes. The next one is Changa, and I think this is going to be a significant change because it is a change on the power scaling. If they just increase Changa's base numbers on the damage, it probably wouldn't make that much difference. But the magical power scaling getting increased from 50 to 60% is going to make a difference on the damage that she's able to do with her third ability. And they also said that this is just in terms of damage, it's not increasing the healing on her 3. Mulan is getting a small little change. They are making it to where her mastery bonus increased from 5% to 10% attack speed whenever you use the 1. And they ultimately said that you invest so much time leveling up Mulan's abilities. This one didn't seem that impactful whenever it was fully leveled up. So they're giving it a small little buff to hopefully make it feel like it's more worth leveling up Mulan. Up next we have Nike. She is getting a buff to her barrier formation. So a lot of solo laners, whenever they have channel abilities, they are knock up immune. Nike was not. So now whenever she uses her barrier formation, she's going to be knockback immune while channeling. And then Rama is receiving a rework. So this is probably why you're going to see him played more often. All of these changes seem like a good quality of life. Everything seems to help him, and there doesn't really seem to be a trade-off. So Astral Quiver, this ability now includes every astral strike arrow Rama lands has a % chance that an astral arrow pickup will appear on the ground. The drop chance is 30% plus 1 per level. Additionally, picking up arrows heal 10 mana. Pick Me Up is now renamed to Infinite Arrows. They remove the drop chance for arrow pickup from this ability. Added, while this buff is active, every third successful hit on an enemy god will immediately generate an astral arrow. So that is new. That is going to be an interesting buff. Rolling Assault, you can cancel this ability after rolling. Increase physical power scaling of 25% to the arrow shot bonus damage. So I believe that they're just adding 25% scaling to his 3, which he did not have before. Astral Barrage, every time Rama generates or picks up an astral arrow, the cooldown of this ability is reduced by 0.2 seconds. Includes passive regen plus pickup, deployables plus generated arrows during stem. So for Ravana, he is getting a increased damage of base damage by 10. So he was originally doing, for his first ability, a scale of 80 damage to 300 damage. And now that's going to be 90 to 310. Ymir is receiving some amazing quality of life changes. Finally, Ymir's ice wall can now refire, and it will destroy the wall early. He can refire this while under the effects of CC or while dead. This ability goes on cooldown only after the wall dies, and they decrease the cooldown from 14 seconds to 12, scaling to 8 seconds. And they said that if you use the wall and don't pre-cancel it, it's going to be the same cooldown as it used to be. But if you cancel the wall, your wall is actually going to go down cooldown earlier. So not canceling your wall does not hurt you, but canceling your wall can help you on your cooldowns. And then Shards of Ice. If Ymir dies while channeling this, he will still deal damage for his current amount charged. So the way Ymir used to work is he would use his ultimate, and if you could burn him down before he released or canceled his ultimate, you could kill him without the damage getting off. So as a Ymir player, you always wanted to cancel your ult if you thought you were going to die. That way you could get your damage off. Now that's just going to be built into the kit. Zeus is receiving a small little buff. They are increasing the Aegis Assault, increase the static damage from a scale of 50 to 90 to now it's a scale of 55 to 95. So that's just an increase of 5. Let's go ahead and take a look at the skins that are coming out this patch. We have the Elder Djinn Baba Yaga, which is going to be exclusive to the Battle Pass. The Shadow Guan, also going to be the Battle Pass. The Frost Gorgon Medusa is going to be the Battle Pass. The Legion's Hades is going to be the Battle Pass. And then, so those are the 4 skins for the Battle Pass. Probably going to get the Battle Pass. It's usually worth it. And then they have some more notes on it down below. The Grim and Hercules is going to be a part of the Grim Omens. The World Kitty Jormungandr, which is probably the best skin this patch, is going to be a Grim Omens, so you should be able to buy that one from the Grim Omens event. Then we have the Lunar Explorer Changa, and this skin is cool because it's the first skin where Changa has legs. Then the Grim Omens Unlimited Reward is going to be the Bewitching Bunny Scylla. And then the exclusive skin is going to be the Galaxy Maverick Naja. So it is scheduled to come out on May 19th today. I don't think that's going to change any. So Project Olympus, the Victory and Battle Chest, we've received a great deal of feedback that the Battle Chest and Victory Chest rewards were not very satisfying. Currently, these chests are intended to give team boosters most of the time, but with the possibility of much better rewards. It is clear now that this system's unpredictability caused a lot of frustration. This led to confusion as players believed that they would be able to obtain way more skins than was ever intended. We feel that SMITE Battle Passes are still an extremely attractive deal for the amount of content at their current gem price, even if this chest provides 1 or less skin per player per pass. So I made a chest opening video where I opened all the chests from the Battle Pass, and I got a ton of boosters. I think I got maybe 2, maybe 3 extra skins. So they're reworking the Battle Pass system to make it to where it's more obvious that you should be getting a lot of boosters. So they are, where does it have it? Battle chest, cosmetic chest, the emote chest, the voice pack chest, avatar chest, and skin chest. So you're going to be getting these kinds of chests instead of the battle and victory chests. And the intent is now you'll kind of know, like, oh, I'm getting a cosmetic, oh, I'm getting an emote, I'm getting a skin, to whereas you did not know that in the previous Battle Pass. So they are also making some UI home screen improvements. I won't really go into too much detail, but there's a lot of clutter going on in the left, and things like profile and clan that could be simplified are being brought down into the bottom right menu. And then I'll kind of let you guys just explore the UI on your own. And if you like the UI changes, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know that you like the changes. Esports and live streams HUD improvements. Not much interest there. Bug fixes. So let's go to the bug fixes gameplay. Fixed a bug where when attacking a tower, the active backdoor protection sound would play for all teammates across the map. Teleport relic fixed an issue where the teleport relic could be interrupted by the user by upgrading the relic during the channel. This relic will now continue to teleport the user and then go on cooldown if upgraded while channeling. So not a big change, probably does not impact a lot of people. Fire Giant fixed an issue where the Fire Giant's attack, Ragnarok's Fury, could be avoided even though these attacks are designed to always hit. So that is the Sanguine exploit being fixed. For gods, Baba Yaga fixed an issue where the wrong guide icon would be displayed in notifications after unlocking Baba Yaga. Fixed an issue where the wrong icon would be displayed when selecting or unlocking her voice pack. Fixed an issue where Baba Yaga would T-pose during her victory animation. I thought that was intended. I thought that was needed. Please change it back. Creeping Cabin fixed an issue where the Creeping Cabin was not properly colliding with Baba Yaga. Baba's Brew addressed an issue where this ability could not be fired. Bug incident rate has been decreased but is still being investigated. Blast Off increased audio cue volume. Home Sweet Home addressed issues where this ability could not be fired. Bug incident rate has decreased but is still being investigated. Chernabog Living Nightmare fixed an issue where his shadow clones could path into or spawn inside phoenixes, making them invalid targets for Chernabog to land at. Hebo, the Sydney Shredder, and Hebro skins have been re-enabled, fixed an issue where some of their abilities had no hitbox. Beset's ultimate will now apply the full damage from items when hitting enemies with her first and second ability. It should be noted that her third ability deals all damage through pets and is intended not to trigger item effects. As pets do not inherit the god's items passives, no change was made recently to this rule. Mulan fixed an issue where Mulan could get stuck in a state where she is continually basic attack with no player inputs, commonly occurring after using her ultimate ability. This has happened to me multiple times, so it'll be interesting to see that fixed. Janna's Portal fixed an issue where the player could land in unintended places while falling out of Janna's portals if they had certain knockbacks or immunity effects applied to them. Persephone Pomegranate Seed fixed an issue where she could be targeted in her passive death state. This was a big deal because you could see a couple clips going around of Khepri reviving Persephone after she had already died and entered her death state. Harvest fixed an issue where plant AoE damage reduction on subsequent hits was not working as intended, so that's going to be a pretty big nerf to Persephone's damage. Now all of her plants are going to be doing reduced damage on subsequent hits. And then Fafnir, Underhanded Tactics, fixed an issue where this ability does not deal damage sometimes. So hopefully all of those changes make those gods a little bit more viable. Now with ranked, let's kind of just go down to the bulletin points. They are increasing the MMR cap from 3250 to 3500. Updated the MMR values associated with each tier and division to better represent the distribution of players. Gold 1 through 5 is now better centered around the average MMR value of 1500. We've previously placed top heavy, placing more players in gold 2 and 1 than in gold 4 and 5. Masters better lines up with having only 2% of players above it at 25 MMR, was previously allowing 4 to 5% of players. Players above 25 MMR will undergo a soft reset of their MMR to ensure the competition for Grandmasters and Rank 1 are competitive each split. Players below 25 MMR will not undergo any MMR reset. Players below 37% variance will be reset to 37% variance. God leaderboards will not be reset this split, but will be reset next split for mid-season. Increase the duo queue MMR range for players below Diamond to 3,000 to 500, increased the dual queue MMR range from players Diamond and above from 100 to 250. So that's going to make a pretty big change in who you can queue with. But I believe that is everything we have today. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to stay up to date with all of these SMITE changes, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're looking for some gameplay where we add commentary to review what went right and what went wrong, please be sure to check out the channel. Thank you for spending a little time with me. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.